With Tab Mama Wiggles presents The Story of Money. Man, I just love this book, The Story of Money. It was very informative. And I learned that when society got larger, people were exchanging goods and services, which is called bartering. Bartering is the exchange of goods and services without the use of money. And back in that time, that's what their main thing was to barter. For example, if I wanted a cow and someone wants a grain of salt from me, we can exchange without the use of money because back then money wasn't invented. So they had to create a barter system. You know, in some countries, salt was very valuable because it was used to preserve food, it was used to put flavor in food, and it was very hard to find. The only thing bad about salt is if it if it rained, it would dissolve and it would have no more value. Or if there was a wind and some of the salt fell into the grass, it would be lost forever. And they also use tea leaves, shells, animal teeth, tobacco, and blankets and barley for money. Now, the Sumerians was one of the first to use things like salt and feathers and tea bags. But you know what? Sometimes it created a problem. And for example, salt will dissolve, or a lot of the things that they use for money will spoil, and or so they needed another form of currency. Sumerians invented the world's first metal money. In 640 BC, Lydia, which is now known as Turkey, invented coins made from gold and silver called electrum. A bean-shaped coin with lion head was known as the King of Lydia. In China, they invented both the paper money and the printing process. In 1661, Sweden became the first European country to print paper money. Now, in the Americas, settlers were still paying their bills with corn, tobacco, fish, wheat, and even nails. So we were still under the bartering system. But Native Americans also created what is called wampum, which was used as money by the colonists. And wampum was made by shell beads strung together as belts, bracelets, and necklaces. One of the first coins minted by colonial America was pine tree shilling. This was coins that was made in Boston, Massachusetts in 1652. In 1776, all the colonies made their own money, their own currency, which we know is paper money and coins. In 1787, the Continental Congress established a single currency for all colonies. It had 13 linked circles decorated the coins, which symbolized the 13 original colonies. Together, they fought for their independence from Great Britain. In 1790, Congress created a money system which became law and used by all states. In 1792, the mint opened in Philadelphia to make gold, silver, and copper coins. However, there was still a shortage. There wasn't enough coins to be made, so people had to melt down candlesticks and jewelry because there was a shortage of coins. The Philadelphia Mint made all the coins in the United States until 1838. Today, the mints are only made in Philadelphia and Denver. Paper money is printed at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing in Washington, D.C. They also printed postage stamps, saving bonds, and government checks. Several times a month, new coins and paper money are delivered to 12 banks around the country. These banks then send money to smaller banks. When paper money gets too old, they are burned. Old coins are melted to make new ones. Wow, currency has changed over the years. We went from bartering to use credit cards and cash apps, which are becoming the new currency. People transfer money electronically and never have to touch currency again. We are evolving into the new age now, and I wonder what the future of currency will be. Wow, I hope you enjoyed as much as I did about the story of money. All that information I just told you came from this little thin book, and it's very informative. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Currency. If you did, please share and subscribe to Fun with Tab, where learning can be meaningful and knowledgeable and fun.